Asking Matthias how year to year as a D pair you discuss things, talk about areas where as a pairing you feel like you can improve and push your game. He says you're someone that's always looking to do that. What would you say about that as a pairing, where you guys can take it?
I think that's a huge part of being a good D pairing is communication, tendencies, and I think year after year you build that, get more familiar with it, and the more comfortable you are, telling them this is what I think, and the better you guys get.
Are you someone who naturally does that enough on the ice? I mean, I think you're, reasonably soft-spoken or whatnot. Is there a lot of that in your game, or is that something you have to work to, that communication?
No, I don't think it's something you have to work on. No, I think it's something that comes to you when you're on the ice. With a guy like Eki too, especially, he's very vocal, saying what he thinks, and he's good wondering what I think, and I think that's what makes us a good pairing.
I mean, how much of an objective is it for you to make the Canadian Olympic team? Is that at your forefront at all during camp?
It's definitely a goal of mine, yeah, but it's the focus on the start of the year, right? That's goal right now, focus on the Oilers, and hopefully good things will come from that.
And speaking of that, speaking of the Oilers, I know last September when you guys came back from that long run, it was primarily a lot of the same guys. This year, a little bit more turnover. Does it feel fresh? Does that give it a new feeling this time around?
A little bit, yeah. But then you go into it, you get the familiar faces, you get on the ice with the familiar faces, and it all comes back to you. You kind of feel the same way. Systems are similar, that kind of stuff, but once you get going, then, you get used to everyone.
Your new contract, how much weight is that? Suddenly you're in the upper stratosphere of contracts. Is that any more weight for you?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, you get paid that much, you have to up your game a little bit. For me, I obviously want to keep upping it year after year, no matter of what the contract is.
Yeah. Today we're only half the guys on the ice. I apologize, you've been asked this, but PK, what would that mean to get a little bit more time there? You got a little bit in the past, and what would it mean to kind of take a bit more of a role on PK?
Yeah, it's something that I want to do. It keeps you involved in the game. It's something that know a lot of reads, and I think that's something that I'm good at. But it's something that I definitely want to do this year.
I feel like in the little bits and pieces you have been able to do that as a pro, you've been able to kind of take steps in that regard a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's a step that I want to continue to take. Yeah.
What are your early impressions of David Tomashek? I don't know if you've ever had to go in the corner with him at all, but obviously a big body, loves to shoot the puck. What is your overall feeling about him right now?
Yeah, he looks great. Like you said, big body. Feels like every time he shoots the puck, it goes in the net. Great release. I'm excited to see his game.
The quality of this blue line. I mean, you guys are pretty stacked. Lots of guys with tons of experience. Does this feel as solid as a group as you've had in your time here?
Definitely, yeah. I think we saw that a bit last year, and the fact that all 7 guys are back again, it's good for the team. I think it just builds confidence knowing what we can do and what we have in the room.
How would you compare last off season to this past off season in terms of coming off the Cup final? Some guys have said, heartbreak versus anger. Have you felt that, and how you kind of change your motivation rather for preparing for a season?
Yeah, motivation and emotion, I guess. You kind of learn to deal with it. It never gets easier, but it's something that kind of learn to deal with, and kind of pushes you to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Did you get kind of back into the off-season routine a little bit quicker this time compared to last?
Yeah, definitely back into it quicker. Want to hit the ground running.
What were you thinking when Byfield had the puck there in the last couple of seconds in the LA series? Were you gambling that he would try, instead of just dumping the puck out? What were you thinking?
Well, I mean, at that point, you have to take the gamble, right? I guess.
Turning point there, obviously.
Yeah, no, it was a turning point for sure. I guess the right way, and I ended up making a few good plays after that.
Talking about that at the orientation.
No, I figured don't bring that one up. McHugh's a great guy. I think he would, he'd be okay with me bringing it up.
And you, as a defenseman, you get to the playoffs, are you automatically thinking, I got to even up my game more than the regular season? Because the focus is usually on the teams dumping in the best defenseman's corner and all that other stuff. Pounding on them.
Yeah, I think as a defenseman, I think as everybody, everybody's got to have that mindset, up their game, because it's it gets to be a step quicker and that much harder.